Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos from this channel. If you're feeling that the video is playing too fast or too slow, you can adjust the speed by clicking at the setting and go to the speed and choose whether you want it to be slower or faster. So this is the slower 0.25 and you can see it a lot more slower. Hello everyone, I hope you are having a great day. Today I'm going to show you how I made this Pokemon named Dratini. The things I use for this project are 4-ply 100% acrylic worsted weight yarn. I use local brand name Eagle and with 3.5 millimeters crochet hook or Japanese 6/0 size. The size of the hook may vary depending on your yarn of choice. And please study the abbreviations carefully before you proceed to the tutorial. We're going to start with the body part. I'm using blue yarn here. You can use pink or any other colors of your choice. For the first round, we're going to make a circle with 6 single crochet. You can use magic ring or any other method as long as you finish the first round with 6 single crochet in a circle. As usual, for my way, I'm doing 2 chain and 6 single crochet into the first chain. I'm making a first chain and second chain here. And then we're going to work into the first chain with 6 single crochet, the first single crochet, and 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, 4 single crochet, 5 single crochet, and 6 single crochet, then slip stitch on the first one. First I'm going to pull it tight to close the hole and slip stitch on the first single crochet that we do, slip stitch and one change and single crochet into the same place that we do slip stitch there, 2 single crochet into the same place to make an increase, and we increase all the way around on the second round. So 2 single crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2, 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet, and then 1 and 2. Just repeat it until we met the start again, and 2, and slip stitch on the first single crochet of the round, slip stitch, one change to start the next round. Always start the next round with one change, and then 1 single crochet to the same place that we do slip stitch, and next is increase, 2 single crochet into the same place. So we do 1 single crochet and then 1 2 into the same place, 1 single crochet and increase, 1 and 2 to the same place, 1 single crochet and increase. So we repeat this pattern until we back to the start of the round again, so in total of 6 times, and 1 single crochet, increase, 1 2 and 1 single crochet and increase, then slip stitch on the first stitch of the round, and it should look circle like this. And if you have a hole on your work, you may pull it tight, or you can sew it to close the hole later. One single no, one change and then single crochet. So from round 4 to round 7, we're going to do 1 single crochet per stitch. So 18 single crochet in the next 18 stitch if you like to count for 4, 5, 6, 7 for the for 4 round. You're going to repeat it. So just 1 single crochet per stitch. And when we finish the round, slip stitch and 1 change, just repeat it, and I'll see you again when we finish round 7. I'm not going to speed up the videos for the sake of beginners, and if you finish the round you can just skip forward to round 8 and see you again there on the start of round 8. After we finish round 7, we do slip stitch to close the round, slip stitch, and then 1 chain to start round 8. It should look like a semi-sphere, and this is the head part of the Dratini. And the next round we're going to do a little bit of decrease, so to make the head look rounder, a little bit rounder before we start the body. So in round 8, 1 single crochet and 2 3, then 4. Yeah, we're gonna do 4 single crochet and then decrease. Single crochet 2 together, and we're gonna repeat this for 3 times in total. So single crochet into the next 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then decrease or single crochet 2 together and together, and we do another set, 1, 2, 3, 4, and decrease, and finish the round with slip stitch as usual. At the first stitch of the round, slip stitch in 1 chain. Let's look a little bit rounder. Look a little bit rounder for our Dratini heat. And round 9, we're gonna do continue to decrease a little bit. So single crochet into the next 3 stitch. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then decrease, 2 single crochet together and 2 together. Oops. And 1, 2, 3, and decrease. If your work have a hole, like have an open hole when you do decrease, you may search for the invisible decrease, which will fix that problem. Like the hole can happen when you didn't do the decrease tight enough. They're gonna be the hole happen. And slip stitch to close the round, 1 chain before we start the next round. Now we have a head part of Dratini, and the next round we're gonna do 1 single crochet into each stitch, so in total of 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then slip stitch to close the round. So if you happen to have 11 or 13 more or less from the 12, you may add increase or decrease to make the round go 12. It doesn't matter if you miss miss 1 stitch in from the pattern. You can redo the whole round again, or you can just cheat a little bit. And now I'm gonna stuff some fibers in. You should stuff it tightly, so when the doll getting older, the fiber tend to clump together, so we have to stuff it quite tight to make the doll holding the shape when they're getting old. Okay, stuff it. And we're gonna continue round 11. So now it's gonna be a body part, which gonna consist of a lot of color changing. So we're gonna continue with blue for 4 stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4, changing color to white. 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just 4. 4 single crochet in blue, and before you finish the 4th stitch, this is the 4th stitch, and before you finish the 4th stitch, lift the last hook and hook the white yarn instead, so you have an invincible color changing, so the stitches look seamless when you change the color. So hook up the white yarn instead of the blue yarn and continue with the white one, and you can tie the knot between the white end and the blue yarn to secure it and make sure it's not loosen. Tie it, and with the white yarn we're gonna do 5 stitch for white color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5th one, yeah, we're not gonna finish it. Yep. And then we hook the blue color instead to make the seam, to make it look seamless. And then we do white, we do the blue yarn. Continue with blue yarn for 3 stitch and close the round. So basically we just crochet 1 single crochet per 1 stitch. It's just color changing. So we're gonna do 1 single crochet per 1 stitch, and then change the color according to the previous round. Go straight down, because he's like, the Dratini is like a blue snake, right? Blue little dragon. So I'm gonna continue with blue yarn for 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So on the 4th stitch, switch to white yarn, and then make 5 white stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 5 we hook the blue yarn to changing the color, and 1, 2, 3. Or you don't have to count at this stage, to be honest. You just follow the color on the previous round, and yeah, one stitch, 1 single crochet per 1 stitch all around, and change the color according to the previous round, from round 11 to round 16. So just repeating that until you get round 16. And yeah, I'm gonna come back again at the end of round 16. after finish round 16, it should look somehow like this. If you want the Dratini's body to be longer, you can repeat round 16 and repeat it until it's long enough to the length that you want, and then continue on round 17. And from round 17, I'm gonna do a little bit of decrease so we can slowly close up the tail. So on round 17, we're gonna start with decrease. 1, 2 together, hook it together to form a decrease stitch, and 1, 2, 2 stitch in blue, and then we change the color to white. Just follow the color scheme that we make. Change the color to white, and then 5 single crochet into each stitch. No, 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitch. 1, and beware not to hook the yarn so tight so the inside is not pulling. 4 and 5. Then we change the color to blue again. Blue, and then 3 stitch in blue. 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch. Then 1 change to start round 18, and just 3 single crochet in blue, just, and change the color to white, and we're gonna do 1 decrease on the white strip. So 2 single crochet into the next 2 stitch. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and then decrease, 2 single crochet together, 1, 2 together, and then 1 single crochet, and change the color to blue, and 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch at the first stitch of the round, and then 1 change. We do it on the same stitch that we do slip stitch. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet in blue, and 3 single crochet. Then change the color to white. 4 stitch in white. 1, 2, and 3, then 4. So then change the color to blue again. You're gonna do 1 single crochet, then decrease, 2 single crochet together, 1 and 2, and hook them together, then slip stitch, and change. So now we're gonna pause the work and stuff some fibers inside. It's gonna be a little bit hard to stuff the fiber because the thumbnail, the body is quite small. You can use a hook to hook the fibers inside like I do, or you can use pencil to help to stuff the fiber. Stuff it tight and make sure it's spread equally. Then continue on round 20. Round 20 we're gonna do 3 single crochet in blue, 1, 2, 3, and then change the color to white, and 1 single crochet in white, and then we do decrease, 2 single crochet together, and 1 single crochet in white before we change the color to blue. You're gonna do single crochet in the next 2 stitch in blue, so just follow the color seam, and slip stitch to cross the round, 1 change, and our Dratini start to slim up a little bit. So technically what I'm doing here is 1 decrease per round to gradually decrease and form the tail, the tip of the tail, and make sure that the color seam is still doesn't look odd and looks smooth. So next is round 21. With blue color, we're gonna do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, then change the color to white, and 1 single crochet, then 1 single crochet in white, yep, and then decrease, 2 single crochet together. It's a little bit tight, 2 single crochet and hook it together, but we're gonna change the color here, so instead of hooking the white yarn, we're hooking a blue yarn instead, and then 2 single crochet in blue yarn, 1, 2, and slip stitch to cross the round, 1 change to start the round. And next in round 22, what I'm done is I'm gonna decrease on this blue one, so 1 single crochet and then decrease, so 1, 2, and then decrease, 2 together by hooking white yarn so we can change the color at the same time, and 2 single crochet, 1, 2 in white, and then we hook the blue yarn to change color, and then 2 stitch, 1 and 2, and slip stitch. Round 73, 1 single crochet and blue yarn, and then another one, so 2 single crochet in blue, and then change the color to white, and we're gonna do decrease on the white, so 1 and 2, then hook the blue yarn to change the color and decrease at the same time, hook the blue yarn, and then single crochet in the next 2 stitch in blue, 1 and 2, then we do slip stitch, 1 change for the next round, and I think we're gonna still I think we're gonna continue the white for another round. So round 24, it's gonna be smaller and harder, so 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet in blue, and then change the color to white, so hook the white yarn to change the color. It's a little bit hard because the stitch is so small together. And one white single crochet, and then we hook the blue yarn to change the color. So tight here and quite hard to crochet, and then we do two single crochet into the next two stitch in blue, crochet, and then slip stitch. It's gonna be a little bit hard because the open is so small. Slip stitch, and now I'm gonna cut the white yarn out because we don't use it anymore. You can cut it longer if you feel that it not if you feel it too short, you can cut it longer, and then you secure it inside. Just just hook it inside the body. It's not gonna fall off even though you throw it in the laundry machine. And we kind of squeeze the fibers to spread evenly to the to the end of the tail. And last round, on round 25, it's gonna be all blue. So decrease 1 and 2 and then together, and single crochet into the next 3 stitch. Is gonna be really hard here, so careful and focus. And another single crochet and slip stitch. If it's too hard for you for slip to close the slip stitch, you can kind of just sewing it to close the tail, and cut the yarn and fasten off, and just sewing it the to make the tail look neat as much as you can. And there may be some like hold happen during the color seam. You can run it around. You can run the yarn around and make it look as seamless as possible. And here I want to shape the Dratini to like look like he was standing, like stand up, not just lying down. So I'm just sewing them together, make it tight. You can make him like any shape you want, just kind of shape it and sew it. So I'm just fold it together and sewing them, and make sure it here is hold on the shape. I'm gonna make him into a keychain, so I don't mind whether if he can stand or not. But if you want to make him like stand properly, like put it on the desk, you may consider putting a wire skeleton in it, which I don't have a tutorial on that part. And next, we're gonna do Dratini's mouth, and we're gonna start with 5 chains. So 1 chain, 2 chain, 3 chain, 4 chain, and before we do the 5 one, I think I like to check whether yeah, I think it's the right side for the mouth. And we have 1 2 3 4, and the 5 1. Then we do single crochet into the second chain from hook, so 1 single crochet, and then single crochet into the next 2 chain, so 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet. And now we do 3 single crochet into this 1 chain, 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3 into the same stitch. If you have a hole, you can maybe tighten it a little bit, and then 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet like a reflect on the glass, and then for the last stitch we do increase, so 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and then we slip stitch to close the round at the first stitch that we done, so slip stitch, and then we finish the first round, 1 change, and then single crochet into the same place that we do slip stitch, and we're gonna do 1 single crochet into each stitch, so 10 single crochet, 1 single, so we're gonna do 1 single crochet into the next 10 stitch, and 1 single crochet for each, another 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and 1 single crochet, another one, another one, and this is the last one, I think, or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, and slip stitch to the first stitch that we done on that round. So we have Dratini little mouth, like the white mouth here, and leave some length of yarn for sewing, cut it off and fasten off the yarn from the hook, and then sewing them as a, like sewing the face together. I left like one row of what of blue yarn from the neck and sewing it. Try to sew like one stitch per one stitch, so it doesn't look like you're sewing it. Just make it look seamless as possible. And I'm just sewing it. You may use the pin to hold the piece together, and it may shift during sewing, so the pins can help you. I didn't bring it this time, so I'm just sewing it with my hand. And now there's a knot. If they have some hole happening, just run the white yarn around and you can close the hole. And now we can embroider the white spot on the forehead of, and now I do the knot stitch. Is that called a knot stitch? Yeah, I'm sewing and like embroidery the knot stitch to his, on the middle of his forehead. I'm not sure what that white spot called. And we secure the yarn by just running it in and out in any white part. So secure it and then cut it off. So nearly done. Okay, I'm gonna embroider the eyes because the plastic eye look a little bit bigger. If you have a smaller side, you can just sewing the plastic eye. So now I'm using chain stitch. If you don't know what chain stitch is, you can Google it. It have a lot of instruction on it. So I'm just kind of like making a chain stitch and draw it into a circle to make an eye. Now it's look like an eyes. And make another eyes with the chain stitch too. And the tricky part is you have to be careful and make sure that you make both eyes equal. Sometimes I didn't make it equal. You have to be careful if you choose to embroidery like I do. Like the easier part is to find a smaller plastic eye. But I don't have it at the moment, so I have to embroidery. Now we have the eyes. And now try to secure the yarn. Just run it around and leave the long, like as long as possible tail inside the body. This can secure the yarn very good. And the face is done. Now we have to do his ear. So chain 4, 1, chain 2, 3, and 4. We have 4 chains here, and then we're gonna do double crochet, 2 double crochet into the first chain, so 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then 2 chain, 1 chain, 2 chain, and then slip stitch on the second chain from hook like that, and then we're gonna do triple crochet into the first chain and make another triple crochet into the first chain, so in total of 2. Then we're gonna do 2 chains, 1, 2. This is the ear, and leave some length of yarn for sewing, fasten off, and repeat the whole process again and make another one. So we make 2 of them and sewing them into the place, and we're gonna sewing them into the place because the battery is nearly run out, so I'm just cut to this. And now we're done. Our Dratini is finished. You can add more like a pink cheek or a white spot on the eyes for more cuteness. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment for more videos. And if you crochet it, please show me. I would love to see. The pattern is in the description box below. Any problems following this tutorial, comment it down below. I will try to answer as fast as I can. And see you again next time. Bye.